There's this famous quote by Jim Rohn which says that the bridge between goals and accomplishment is all called discipline. How true? The bridge between your goals and accomplishment is all called discipline. And guess what? You need to cross that bridge every day. What is discipline? Why is discipline connected to personal development? We all know that personal development is a journey. It is not a destination. And for it to be a journey, it means you have to be consistent for you to be able to realize your objectives or your goals. And for you to do that, you have to be consistent. And you cannot be consistent if you are not disciplined, if you cannot manage yourself properly. And you see, that's why I say self-discipline is actually doing what you need to do when you need to do it, whether you feel like it or not. That means when we're talking about discipline, we're removing the equation of feelings. It's no longer about how you feel or how you do not feel. It's about what needs to be done. So self-discipline is doing what is demanded, not what is convenient. And that's why you see people always like to contrast between motivation and discipline, because a lot of people in trying to get things done are always waiting for motivation. They're always waiting for things to get them, to encourage them to take certain steps. But you see, you do not need to wait to be motivated to get things done, because motivation keeps you going, but discipline keeps you growing. You know, I heard someone say this and I love it. He says, if you are motivated, then you don't have a problem with discipline. But he says, if you are not motivated, then there's a problem with your discipline. How true? That means it is discipline that gets you to do what you need to do, when you should do it, whether you're feeling like it or not. Discipline is the bridge between good intentions and actions. It is the bridge between temporary success and sustained success. If you see anybody out there doing things tremendously, that are engaging in this journey of personal development, I can tell you they are disciplined. I can tell you that they can manage themselves. So managing yourself is very important in your journey of personal growth and development. So discipline makes habit your servant rather than your master. I've seen people that have become victims of their habits. But you see, if you're a disciplined person, it makes habit your servant instead of your master. And someone made this quote that I love so much. He said that you don't really decide your future, you decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. So that means if you can do something about what you do every day, if you can do something about your daily routine, your success is inevitable. You are unstoppable. And you see, many people think that success just appears or just comes to them just like that. Okay, they call it luck or something just happens to them. All right, but you see, you have to be intentional about what you do every day, and that's what we call habits. And you see, for you to be able to sustain your habits, you need to be disciplined. And we say this, that discipline can be reflected in different areas of your life. For example, how you manage your time is a reflection of your self-management. Is a reflection if you are a disciplined person or not. You know, let me say this, success is an uphill task. And for it to be an uphill task, it means you are spending energy on your way going up. And you cannot power an uphill task with a downhill habit. It is impossible to power an uphill task with a downhill habit. And that is why you have to develop certain habits that can help you sustain that consistency that is required in personal growth and development. So discipline is reflected in how you manage your time. Do you keep to time? If you said I'm going to be here by 5 p.m., I'm going to be there by 5 p.m. If you said I'm going to be here by 12 o'clock, I'll be there by 12 o'clock. It's a reflection of how disciplined you are. Number two, discipline can be reflected in how you manage your relationships. Okay, I've seen people that are jumping from one relationship to the other, one relationship to the other one. It's a reflection of poor discipline. Okay, so if you're able to discipline yourself, if you have what we call self-discipline, you'll be able to manage your relationship effectively. Number three, discipline can be reflected in how you manage resources. Resource management. Okay, can you manage? Do you have a budget? Do you have a plan on how you manage your resources? All these are indices that shows how disciplined that you are. You see, consistency is the rule of any game. Okay, they will tell you in any game to succeed and to be continuously succeed, you need to master the game of consistency. And without discipline, forget about consistency. Okay, without discipline, forget about consistency. There was a particular phase of my life that I was doing certain things over and over again. There's this statement that says insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, that statement is actually 50% true and then 50% false, because there are certain routines that you must continue to do to be consistent and to master yourself. It's like waking up every day, you need to brush your teeth. Waking up every day, you need to pray, you need to do certain. There are things you do unconsciously every day. And you notice that you don't need to change those things actually to maximize your result. You may just probably need to change how you approach or how you do those things. Okay, so routines, success is embedded in your daily routines. What do you do every day? What are the things that you don't need to think about? You just get it done. So if you can develop good habits, then consistency is not going to be a problem. If you can develop good habits, then personal growth and development will never be a challenge for you. So one of the things you can now do is to assess yourself, the different areas of your life. Am I disciplined in my time? Am I disciplined with my relationship? Am I disciplined in managing resources? There are other areas, okay, managing your tongue, okay, managing yourself, okay, what you say out there, okay, different areas of self-discipline. But what I want to let you know is that you cannot separate the journey of personal development and discipline. Discipline is required for you to sustain that journey of personal growth and development. And you see, when you begin to engage in self-discipline, you become less goal conscious than you are growth conscious, because it is only discipline that helps you sustain growth. And if you want to sustain it, you will have to be more growth conscious than you are goal conscious. Because if you are goal oriented or goal conscious, it is seasonal. But if you are growth conscious, it is something that is continuous. Okay, it is not temporary. It's a journey. You are committed to personal growth and development. All right, so live a life of discipline. Be committed to discipline. Be committed to building habits that will help you sustain personal growth and development. All right, this is Dr. Peter. I'm committed to your personal growth and development.